Okay, I'm back. It got really hot out there, and my phone um, decided to shut off because it was overheated. So, came inside. I backed the screws off quite a ways. I got the digital multimeter, the DMM, ready so we can test the impedance of these pickups. And I even stripped the wires back a bit so that you don't have to watch me do all that nonsense. So, oh, and of course, when I got the meter out, its battery was dead, so I replaced that. And let's let's get this thing fired up and see what these pickups measure. The Epiphone one is a Probucker3 from out of Epiphone. Anyways, I already described that earlier. Um, so yeah, the pickup that's sitting in this guitar that's on the end of this wire, which is 4 leads. This is the Epiphone. Anyone got any guesses of what a Probucker3 measures on the impedance? I don't want to. I don't want to embarrass myself either. So let's see what this measures. Anyone wants to guess? Go ahead and guess. Pause this and see what you think. Okay, so of course. Oh, it's nothing. It doesn't measure anything. Why? Okay. Wow. 15.5 kilo ohms is what this. Yeah, I don't have clips. Is what this Epiphone Probucker3 measures. Oops. 15.5. 15.51. Wow. Wow. I didn't expect that at all. That might be going back in. That didn't sound bad. I've never really been able to like a stock bridge pickup in any guitar I've ever owned. Until I got the Epiphone Les Paul Access Alex Lifeson. The Burstbucker 3 actually sounded really good in there. So anyone want to guess what the Epiphone USA Probucker 3 measures? And to wire the Seymour Duncans are like this too, but different colors. But so you have to, because the stock Harley Benton pickup was 2 leads or 1 lead, a braid and the red. Because the Epiphone and most modern pickups have 4 wires so that you can split coil, you can have single coil, you can configure it so that it's wired in series or parallel depending on where the starts and ends are of both coils. So for the Epiphone, you want to join the white and green wires and the black and bare. You join those, and the red is hot, obviously. So, when you solder pretty much anything, you should tin your wires first, and that means to. Don't want that to die again. That means to kind of impregnate the wire with solder so that when you connect it to something, all you have to do is melt the solder and you get a connection. It flows. So I'm going to tin these wires right now. And the way you tin a wire is heat the wire, always heat the item that you're soldering to, and then touch the solder to the wire. And it'll have like a wicking action when it starts to flow. Hard to see. Should always have good lighting when you're doing soldering, and things go much better. So that's called tinning. You get the wire covered in solder. That's the red, the hot from the Epiphone Probucker, tinned. The black and bare are tinned to each other, and the white and green are connected and tinned. And don't forget to clean your tip. And so I have somewhere some electrical tape and some scissors. How prepared am I? Very prepared, except I'm going to get in the shot here. Okay. I'm trying to go as quickly as possible so that everyone doesn't fall asleep. I just want some short strips, just pretty much to isolate the pair that I'm not using so that they don't touch anything that's live or anything that's grounded even in short. We do not want to short. Now red joins to red, black and bare go to bare. So now, because our wires are tinned, we don't have to add any solder. We just need to heat them while they're touching. That's a good connection. And then we will align the bare with the bare. We don't want those to be touching. The guy should probably wrap that first. Why wouldn't a guy? Do it now so that there isn't another pair of connected wires getting in the way, you know what I'm saying? Doesn't look real sexy with that red wire being so short. Looks like it wants to touch the bare wire. Maybe one more strip. Tape's cheap. Tape and talk are cheap. It wasn't sexy before, and it's not going to be sexy after. Some heat shrink would be nice, but again, I'm trying to do all this with stuff you have at home, and that's why I'm using red electrical tape. That's what I was able to find easiest, so that's what I'm using. You can use masking tape. Well, you want it to have some insulating properties so that signal can't cross it. That's not going to be very sexy either. Let's see if I can bend this a little bit. There. It's a little better. Still won't win any beauty contests, any pageants, but let's go this way. And again, we just heat it up so that the solder flows on both wires, and left off. I don't know if you can see any of what's going on. I barely can. So I'm going to tape that up and then maybe tape the whole mess up so that it doesn't, it's not like it's going to be moving when it's in there. Everything's pretty stationary. I will cover this one as well, hopefully. Oh, I got that too long. Probably if you've got an expensive guitar, don't set your scissors down on the back of it and do your soldering with everything exposed. Probably not a good idea with an expensive guitar. I suppose we are just doing the Murphy Lab, relicking this thing. No one's ever going to see this relicking, but hey, I can actually leave that all like that. Holds itself together kind of well. Maybe I'll use this extra piece. There. Heck yeah. No one's ever going to know about that except you and me. Okay, so that's going to go like that. Yeah, like that. Where will all this extra wire go? Just like that. Probably should have done that underneath. I should have fed that black wire, this wire underneath these. Oh well. That's why I don't get the big bucks. Another smart thing would have been to test this before putting all the tape on it. I do have an amp sitting right there, and I have a cable very close by. So before I put the cover back on, let's, of course, let's make sure that's going to be working before we button everything up. Of course, the amp I have sitting there is not plugged in or turned on. Now it's plugged in and the power is turned on. So in another 10 seconds, it'll be ready. So maybe right now. Remember, it's a $150 guitar. Still should be careful with it, but yeah, well, be careful with your expensive guitars. Okay, ready? Standby's coming off. I don't hear any terrible, scary noises. What do you think? Volume up, tone up, tone up. Oops. Okay. Wow. That neck pickup is going to be way louder than the bridge pickup. I have a funny feeling I'm going to be putting that Harley Benton pickup back in. We'll see, because usually you want the hotter pickup in the bridge, because the neck pickup is always louder because the strings are moving more the further away they are from the bridge, and that's more energy, that's more movement over the pickup, so that's more magnetic energy, however a pickup works. So because you know, the string is only this long right here. It's not doing a whole lot of fluttering or waving. Up here the string is moving more. Here it's moving even more, but that's why a neck pickup is usually louder and bassier than a bridge pickup, because the string isn't moving as much over those magnets as it is over the neck pickup magnets. So typically you want, and factories do this, they'll put a hotter pickup, a pickup with more wind, stronger pickup, a stronger magnet, whatever makes it more powerful. You want the more powerful one in the bridge position. And now, because the pickup I took out of here, what did I measure? 15.5 kilo ohms. And the Epiphone measured, I can't even remember now, 8 point something. Did we even measure that? Anyways, this is what I was doing before the phone got sunstroke or heat exhaustion or whatever it did. It decided to stop working. So now you know how to tin wires and solder wires together, and to find out, you know, the color coding on your pickup, just Google it. That's what I did. This is made for an arch top, a carved top, like a Les Paul or a 335. See, it's kind of wedged shape. It's thicker here than here. But this is a flat body, so that doesn't really make a lot of sense. A Les Paul body, and there's one sitting over my shoulder, but anyway, yeah, because they're usually shaped like this, that's why this is domed, or this is angled like that. Okay, so this is always a really bad pain in the ass for me, getting these springs in between the magnet, the pickup base, and the back of the pickup ring. And there are all kinds of tricks and tips to get those on easily, and I can't remember any of them right now. So we're gonna do it the irritating way, right, Nancy? Nancy? Okay, I hate doing this so much. See, that's why. Wait till the spring starts flying across the room. Hope everyone's got their earmuffs on, because you might start hearing a couple of F-bombs. Can someone please just Google tricks to do this for me, please? I know you can use, you know, like a tie wrap or a guitar string probably, but I'm not that smart. This is going to be calling for another pause moment if I don't get this starting to bite in there. Ta-da, I think. Yep. Yay. Did anyone look up the tricks for doing this yet? Just put it in the comments. Yay. I was going to put something in the comments and I forget what it was. Sorry for making you all suffer through this. And of course, I forget which way springs are supposed to go in, because they're bigger on one end than the other. And there's a right way and a wrong way. I've got a 50% chance of getting it. I've got a 100% chance of getting it wrong. That's the way I roll. That's the way things work around here for me. I'm gonna get lucky and get this on the third try too. Nope. Got it right on the first try. Ha! Holy, that was something. I hope I got that on. I hope I recorded that, because I'm gonna need to look at that once in a while for the rest of my life. Like every other time I put one of these outfits together. Wow, I can't believe I got that so easily and quickly. and painlessly. And you know what? I've been making you all suffer through this nonsense, and I'm pretty sure once I get these in there, I have nothing more to do except wait for my strings to get here from Amazon. That wasn't very fair. Wonder how many screws I got left. They were outside. Remember, I warned everybody not to do this outside, especially not on your deck. Well, I'm short. I'm short a couple of screws. Might be short 3 screws. So I've got one. Oh, I think I know where they are. I hope. I'm so nervous right now. Hey, how about... What the heck? Oh, I guess I'm only missing one. Anybody want to do some wagering of who thinks I'm going to go out there and find the screws sitting on the chair? I think so, because I had only one in there, remember? Okay, put your money down, boys. I think y'all won me a couple bucks, or whatever you were betting, because the screws were there. Alright, so no need to make you all suffer through all of this, because once I get these screwed in, we're done. I will raise that pickup a little bit though. How about do that while you're here? There. So when my strings get here, I'll do another short video just to show that these are imbalanced and that I should either switch them around or put the old one back in. So thanks for suffering through this with me, and have a great day. Don't forget to check out my other videos, subscribe, and stand by for what this thing sounds like with that pickup once the strings get here. Thanks, everyone.